Good morning, dear students. Very good morning. Today our topic is very important topic, that is tennis. I will teach you today tennis with the help of this chart, and I assure you that you will understand the whole tennis today in this lecture. If you will watch only this lecture with the help of this chart, you will understand 100% of the tennis. I have already discussed so many lectures about the tennis, but this lecture is very important, very, very important. I have already told you that what is meant by, 1 second. I have already told you that what is meant by tennis. As already told to you also that tennis has come from the Latin word tempus, which means time. That is time, it is known to you. That is, tennis shows us time. And I have also told you that it also shows us statement. But time and statement of what? You have to remember this. Time and statement of verb. Time and statement of verb. Verb means action. Verb means action or work. That is, this tennis, we can say that it deals with the action or the work, or we can say with the verb, whatever we perform. I have told you that it is of two types, that is according to time and according to statement. You have to remember this, we have already discussed this, that it is of two types, that is according to time and according to statement. According to time and statement, I had told you that according to time, it is of three types which are known to you. That is, according to time, it is of three types. That is present, number one, present. Number second, past. Number third, future. These are according to time. These are according to time. They are known to you. That present means today, whatever we do today, and past means whatever we have done yesterday, and future means whatever we will do in the coming time. For example, I teach today, I have taught yesterday, I will teach tomorrow. These are three tenses which show us the time. And I also told you that it is of four types according to statement. I have already told you that according to statement, it is of four types. That tennis is of four types, which I have already discussed. Still I will discuss. That is indefinite, which is also called simple or statement. Continuous, perfect continuous. These are four types according to statement. And I have already discussed with you that what is meant by indefinite. I have told you that indefinite means indefinite. Why we didn't know when the work has done? I eat, you didn't know when I have eaten. I teach, You didn't know when I have taught. That is, I already told you that according to statement, action has 3 stages. That is beginning, middle and end. We have to see these 3 levels in the action. That, for example, my class starts at 12 and it ends at, for example, 1. That is beginning and that is end of my work, and in middle what I have done, that is called in middle. You have to remember that this indefinite, in case of indefinite, we didn't know anything. We neither know beginning of our work, we didn't know middle, we didn't know this end of our work. For example, I take your class, but principal ma'am didn't know when I have started in my class. She didn't know when I will complete my class. She didn't know what I have taught in my class. This is indefinite. We didn't know anything. All is unknown. All is unknown. In case of continuous, you have to remember that in case of continuous, only middle is known. Only middle is known. Middle is known. While as beginning and end, they are unknown. They are unknown. Only middle is known. That means, for example, I am teaching. If principal I will enter into the classroom, she didn't know when I have started my class. She has seen only that I am teaching at this time, and she didn't know when I have completed my, when I will complete my class. This is called continuous. Only middle is known. And in case of perfect, as it is definition shows that perfect means complete, that everything is known. Everything is known. Middle is known. Beginning is known. Middle is known. End is known. For example, you are students. You know when I have started my class. You know when I will complete my class. You will know that when I have completed my class. And you know what I have taught in between. That is, everything is known. In case of perfect continuous, you have to remember it is combination of 2 tenses, that is this perfect and this continuous. Here you have to remember that beginning is known, that this is known, middle is known, but this is unknown. For example, you know when I have started my class, you know what I am teaching at this time, but you didn't know when I will complete my class. I think that you have get this. I think it is clear to you now. Okay. Now, I have already told you that if you will be given some sentences, you have to identify the sentences, which type of sentence it is. For that, I already told you that you need 2 things. That is, for identification of tense, we need 2 things. That is, number 1, this verb form, and number 2, this helping verb. These 2 things are important to know the sentence, that which type of sentence it is. For example, I eat food, for example. Which sentence it is? Very good. Present indefinite. Very good. I am eating food or anything. Which type of sentence is? Present continuous. Very good. Very good. For example, he is eating. This is also present continuous. Very good. He is a boy. Which type of sentence it is? Yes. This is also present indefinite. Why it is present indefinite? Because this is, I will say you here, this is not here as helping verb. It is here as main verb. You have to remember that whenever there will be no main verb, at that time helping verb acts as main verb. Okay. I didn't know that how you have identified these tenses. That is known to you. How you told that this is present, this is continuous, this is perfect present continuous, this is present indefinite. But you have to remember that for identification of these sentences, we need two things, as I have already discussed it with you in the last lectures. That is this verb form and this helping verb. I already told you that verb form, there are four verb forms: first, second, third and fourth, which is called also present, past, past participle. You have to remember first, second, third and fourth. Fourth is always base form plus ing form. For example, eat, ate, eaten, eating, play, played, played, playing, cut, 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 cutting. Some have the same forms. Some have the second and third form similar. You have to memorize them. There is no shortcut for that. And helping verbs, I have already discussed with you. Helping verbs, that is do, does, dare, will, shall, have, has, had, etc. I have already discussed these with you. Now, these, with the help of these two things, that is with the help of this verb form and this helping verb, you will identify that which type of sentence is. Here, you have to remember that how we identify as I told you that there are in total 12 tenses. I have already discussed it. That is present indefinite. 1 second. That is present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. They are in total 12. We will discuss them one by one. Please wait. Yes. Okay. That is, you have to remember that these tenses, you have to remember once for all that with present indefinite always first form of verb is used. Wherever you will see the first form, you can say that it is indefinite. Now, which indefinite is it, present, past or future? That is another question that we will discuss later on. But you have to remember that wherever you will see the first form, you can say that it is indefinite. And sometimes second form is used with also past indefinite. This is exception. I will discuss this later on with you, where we have to use the second form. Please wait, in rules I will discuss. And in short, you have to remember that wherever you will see the first form, you can say that it is indefinite. Okay. Wherever you will see the third form, you can say that. Wherever you will see the third form, you can say that it is perfect. In other words, third form is used with perfect tenses. But sometimes second form is also used with perfect, past perfect. I will discuss that with you via the third form. This second form is used, but in case of rules. Here you have to remember that third form of the verb is used with perfect tenses. And also with continuous tenses, fourth form of verb is used. With continuous tenses, fourth form of verb is used. You have to remember this. Wherever you will see the fourth form, you can say that it is continuous. But you have to remember that also you have to remember this, that also, where it has gone, 1 second, 1 second, will it please, because still it is the initial period, I am not fully able to control the smart board. Yes, yes. You have to remember that whenever you will see the fourth form, you can say that it is continuous. Present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. But also, fourth form is used with perfect continuous tenses also. Here you have to remember that fourth form is used with two tenses, that is continuous and perfect continuous. Now you can say, sir, then what is difference between, how we can make the difference between continuous and perfect continuous? For that you have to remember that one thing is the difference of the helping verbs. There the helping verb is somewhat different, and there the helping verb are somewhat different. You can see yourself. Also there is a difference that with perfect continuous tenses we use since and for. We use since and for. For example, I has been teaching since 12, or I has been teaching for 1 hour. That is here since and for is used. You have to remember that this since, it is used with point of time. This for is used with period of time. What is meant by point of time means from where? From 12, from Monday, from last year, from 2020. For means for 2 hours, for 2 days, for 2 years. And you will make the difference with the continuous and perfect continuous with the help of this since and for. Also I told you that there is different helping verbs. Now I think that if anybody have any doubt, okay. That is, you got my point. Now it is easy for you to understand. Now you can say your question, another question, sir. Now we have, remember that wherever we will see the first form, we can say it is indefinite. Wherever we will see the third form, we say it is perfect. Wherever we will see the fourth form, we can say it is continuous or perfect continuous. But with perfect continuous, there is also since and for. Okay. Now what is present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite? That we will see with the help of helping verbs. I already told you that for identification of tense we need two things. That is, I have told you that verb form and helping verb. We have completed the verb form. Now we have the helping verbs. You have to remember that with present indefinite we use helping verb do and does. Does is used with he, she and it. That is third person singular. And do other, not with the word other. With, I mean here with, for example, you, I, we, they. Did is alone. It is used with all, not with the word all, but with he, she, it, you, I, we, they. In the same way, in case of future, will and shall. Shall is used with I and we, and will is used with other. By other I mean you, that is they, he, she, it. But sometimes we make here the reverse, that we use sometimes I and will with we, will with I and we. That is another topic. In case of models, I will show you there. This is also correct. If we will say I will go there, we will go there, I shall go there, both are correct. I will discuss that in case of models. Yes. you have to remember now perfect. That is, with perfect we use the helping verb have and has. That is present perfect. With present perfect we use the helping verb have and has. With has we use he, she, it. And with have other, I have already told you that what is meant by other. With had we use all, I have already told you by all I mean he, she, it, I, we, you, they. And where we use we, there we use, where we use will, there we use will have, where we use shall, there we use shall have. And continuous, I told you that in case of continuous, is used with he, she and it, and is used with I, or is used with other. By other I mean we, they, etc. Here was is used with he, she, it and I. Where is used with other. Will be is used with, that is future continuous. Will be is used. Will be, where we use will, there we use will be. Where we use shall, there we use shall be. Okay. Now, 1 second. Last but not least, that is perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. I already told you that here we use fourth form, and we use here has been and have been helping verb. Has been, where we use has, there we use has been. Where we use have, there we use have been. Had been, where we use had, there we use had been. Will have been and shall have been. That is, with present perfect has been, have been plus fourth form and since and for. I have already discussed this with you. And with past perfect continuous had been, with future perfect continuous fourth form, will have been, shall have been, since and for. Okay. Any doubt? Is it clear to you now? Okay. Now, you will not face any kind of problem with the tennis. You can take the screenshot if you like. This is very important. Okay. You can take it a screenshot. It will be helpful for you in the future. I will concise this for you so that you can take it as screenshot. Please wait, because still I am not able to control it fully. You can take it a screenshot. It may be helpful for you. Now, there are some rules which you have to remember. I will discuss those rules also with you. Only there are, I think that 2 or 3 rules. I didn't discuss more rules because it becomes hectic. It becomes difficult to remember more rules. These are the few rules which you have to remember, and in this way we will complete the tennis rules. You have to remember that in case of present and past indefinite, helping verb is not used in affirmative sentences. Helping verb is not used is not used with present and past but with indefinite. But I already told you that helping verb is compulsory. With the help of helping verb, we make the identification that which type of sentence it is. Here I say rule or exception that helping verb is not used with present indefinite, past indefinite, but with whom? You have to remember only with affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentences. In other words, you can remember like this: with affirmative sentences of present and past indefinite, helping verb is not used. That is, in other words, you can say that with two type of tenses, that is present indefinite affirmative sentences and past indefinite affirmative sentences, helping verb is not used. Helping verb is not used. This is one. Then I will discuss with you how. That is, you have to remember, I have already told you that with the help of helping verb we make the difference. For example, in case of present indefinite, we use helping verb do and does, past indefinite did. Now sir, how can we make the difference that is it present indefinite affirmative or past indefinite affirmative? For example, what I want to say, I say but only with affirmative, only with affirmative. With negatives we use, with interrogatives we use, with interrogative negatives we use the helping verb, but only with affirmatives we didn't use. For example, I can write here negative sentence: he do not eat food. He do not eat food. Another one is, second one, he do not do. Here I have written wrong, that here I have to write does, because with he we write he, she, we write does, and with others we write do. He did not eat food. Okay, which type of sentence this is? Very good, very good. Present indefinite but negative. Very good. Which type of sentence this is? Past indefinite but negative. Very good. How you identified that which type of sentence this is? I already told you that with this is does here. This is does. Okay. I already told you that with indefinitives we use first form of verb, or wherever you will see the first form you can say sir it is indefinite. Here is first form eat and here is first form eat. We come to the conclusion that it is indefinite. Now which type of indefinite it is? Here is does, and does is used with present indefinite, so it is present indefinite. Here is did is used with past indefinite, and so this is past indefinite. Or he will eat food. He will eat food. It is known to you that first form and will, so it is future indefinite. Okay. Now this is, I have written here this, not negative but affirmative or positive. For example, now I will write what is here this. He doesn't eat food. What is it? Is positive. Please write it is positive. Okay, I will write here. For example, he doesn't eat food. Very good, very good. He eat food. He eat food. Very good. This is it is positive. What is it is positive? He did not eat food. Very good. He, very good. Yes, confusion. Okay, okay. He, if I will write he, yes, that is I have not to write here. He, very good. If I have told you that this is affirmative, in case of affirmative we did not use helping verb, I have not using here helping verb. Here this is also affirmative. This is negative. Now I have to write it is affirmative. That is affirmative of present indefinite. That is he eat food. That is in case of negative we write the not, and in case of positive we didn't write the not. And I already told you with affirmative or with positive sentences we did not write the helping verb. That is, we have not to write does or did. Now the question here is, sir, there is he eat food. This is also he is food. Now this is which type of sentence? This is which type of sentence? Because in case of both he eat food, he eat food. For this reason, we use with past indefinite affirmative sentences second form. As I have told you in the chart that I will discuss in rules, where we use the second form, there you have to remember that with past indefinite affirmative sentence, only with affirmative sentences, second form of verb is used. So it is incorrect. Here I have to write ate. He ate food. He ate food, second form, but only with positive, not with negative, not with negative. He did not eat food, first form. Interrogated, did he eat food? That is first form. Only you have to remember that this is a rule. Second form is used in past indefinite. Second form is used in past indefinite, but I have not written here complete. That is past indefinite affirmative sentences. Affirmative or positive sentences. Second form is used with past indefinite affirmative or positive sentences. Now is it clear? Okay. Another thing is, this is the rule number first, and here is also that in present indefinite, s or es, in case of present indefinite, once again with affirmative sentences, because this is the rule of the affirmative sentences. In case of present indefinite affirmative sentences, s or es is used with the third person singular, that is he, she, it. With the verb of affirmative sentences of present indefinite, s or es is used when there is the subject third person, that is he, she, or it. It is not necessary that there may be he, there may be she, there may be name. For example, my name is Salim, your name is Mohan, your name is Shira. There also the name. And you have to remember that in case of, this is rule number second, I think that, any doubt is rule number first? Is it clear? Okay. Rule number second, in case of past perfect, past and perfect, it is also called double past, because two works are done in the past. First one work, then another work. That is, in case of past perfect, two actions are performed. With first action, we use the third form as usual, because with past perfect we use the third form, and here with first action we use the third form. And with second action, you have to remember that second form of verb is used. This second, you have to remember this second form of verb is used. I know that you didn't got. For example, when I reached the station, the train had left. That means first the train had left, then I reached the station. My work is of the past. I reached the station and the train had left, but first the train had left, then I reached the station. Train had left. With that is first work, third form, and second form with second work, then I reached the station. Okay. Any doubt? Is it clear to you now? Okay. Last rule, but not least, only 3 rules for the tennis. Very easy. This is in case of all perfect continuous tenses, which I already told you. Since and for is used. Since and for is used. I told you that since means point of time and for means period of time. I told you that since means from where? Since morning, since 10, for means duration, for 2 hours, for 2 days, for 2 years. In this way we have completed the tense. Complete. Now there is usage. We will discuss also the usage of the tense. But once again, I have already discussed the point with you, but still I will discuss with you that sometimes, for example, this is my pen. Here this is not helping verb. This is not continuous tense. It is indefinite tense. Because I told you in the very beginning that sometimes helping verb acts as main verb. When it acts as main verb, then there will be no main verb. If it is helping verb, for example, if we will take it helping verb, then there should be fourth form, that is ing form, because in present continuous we use fourth form. There is not penning, there is not mying. That means this is here is as main verb. For example, he has a pen. This has is also here as main verb. It is not perfect. It is here indefinite. Okay, I think that you have got. If still you have any doubt, you can write in the feedback. You can call me, but feedback is necessary. Feedback is compulsory. I once again say you that please send the feedback. Feedback should be positive as well as negative. There is no restriction. First of all, I am thankful to all of those my friends, very thankful, who has sent me the feedback, and with the help of their feedback I have changed myself. There were some mistakes which I have performed, and I am highly thankful to them that they had helped me, they had criticized me. Positive or healthy criticism is necessary for everybody. It is known to you that is positive criticism is necessary. One should have not full command upon anything. Everybody in this world has the loopholes. Nobody is perfect because we are not English people. It is not our native tongue. It is not our mother tongue. I hope that you will send the feedback. You will make the comments. And if you like this lecture, I hope that you will share it with others. To share means to care. It is known to you. And you will subscribe my channel, whose name is Salim Studies Academy. I have there so many playlists. Playlist of IGNO, MEG and BAG, that is graduation. Playlist for JKSSRB for all posts, and playlist of Kashmir University all the semesters, also Jammu University all semesters. In the same way IGNO, and also I have made another playlist where I will send you the information about the jobs and about the education related topics, information, news. Okay, thanks. I hope that you will send the feedback. Thanks to my thanks.